Apparently, there's a WNBA player named A'ja Wilson. Apparently, she's pretty good. Caitlin Clark brings it down, goes twice between her legs, step back jack. A'ja Wilson doesn't like that. A'ja Wilson isn't smart enough to understand that everybody's going to get fat because of Caitlin Clark. Everybody won't get fat if they keep bringing up the ridiculous, idiotic, and tired old notion of race.
Wilson has ignited a fiery storm of controversy, taking aim at Caitlin Clark in a way that's captured everyone's attention. Could this be the most intense rivalry in WNBA history?
Here's Gray on a dead sprint against her college teammate. Gets fouled, and free throws here for Alicia Gray.
A'ja Wilson, a three-time WNBA MVP, has been a force to be reckoned with on the court, posting jaw-dropping stats and delivering back-to-back phenomenal seasons. Undoubtedly one of the league's greatest athletes, A'ja isn't letting her performance speak for itself. She's making her presence known loud and clear off the court as well.
A'ja Wilson, who bitch, whined, and moaned, and continues to bitch, whine, and moan, that Caitlin Clark is only popular because she's white, couldn't be more.
In a recent heated interview, A'ja Wilson dropped some bold claims that are sending shockwaves through the basketball world. She didn't just take aim at Caitlin Clark. She alluded to a deeper issue that's been simmering beneath the surface for quite some time.
Nelson Adota trying to save it and does. And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from three, will dip inside and lay it in.
Caitlin Clark, the emerging superstar and once-in-a-generation talent, has captivated both college basketball and the WNBA with her electrifying performances and bold attitude. She's been the center of attention, but now it seems she's ready to set the record straight. Why is Caitlin Clark receiving all the attention? My accomplishments from last season alone overshadow her entire career. And to top it off, A'ja Wilson took it even further, suggesting that the only reason Caitlin is getting this much hype is because of her race.
Far off. Hey, look, we love Steph Curry as a black man because of how he plays. We'll give two craps about Steph Curry or Caitlin Clark being white, black, green, or purple. When in doubt, yell racism, and when in doubt, look stupid doing it. And the latest is this moron named A'ja Wilson.
If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an update. A'ja Wilson didn't stop at Caitlin Clark. She also brought Paige Bueckers into the conversation, especially with Paige set to join the WNBA soon. A'ja has already made bold claims, suggesting that Paige isn't getting the spotlight she deserves because of her race. A'ja's frustration seems to stem from feeling overlooked. She's questioning why her MVP seasons, record-breaking performances, and championships haven't made her the face of the league. But here's where things get intense. A'ja Wilson suggested that Caitlin Clark should face a lifetime ban for what she called a lack of respect for the game and its pioneers. What does that even mean? The internet went into a frenzy, with fans picking sides. Some agreed that race plays a significant role in media narratives, while others felt A'ja was taking things too far. What she had to say, however, is powerful. She explained, "A lot of people may say it's not about black or white, but to me, it is. It really is. You can be top-notch at what you do as a black woman, but that's something people don't want to see. They don't see it as marketable. So no matter how hard I work, no matter what we do as black women, we're still getting overlooked. That's why it boils my blood when people say it's not about race, because it is really about race."
Austin, one-on-one, leaned in just a bit. A'ja Wilson trying to draw the charge instead. Layup for Aaliyah Austin.
Players like Brianna Stewart and Diana Taurasi have reportedly weighed in, saying that A'ja Wilson is the queen of the WNBA, but Caitlin Clark is box office. The debate surrounding A'ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark goes beyond stats and accolades. It's about what truly defines greatness in the WNBA and who deserves the spotlight. Is A'ja's frustration rooted in jealousy or an inability to accept that Caitlin Clark has revolutionized the game in ways A'ja hasn't?
Good look from three. She got it. The first three in the career of Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark does not need much space here.
A Wilson plays for the Las Vegas Aces, a team so stacked with talent that they could probably win games with half the roster. Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, and Jackie Young are not just supporting players, they're stars in their own right. With teammates like these, Eja has the luxury of playing in a system that allows her to excel without carrying the entire load. In fact, if we're being honest, Kelsey Plum deserves more credit than she gets. Her playmaking, scoring, and ability to take over games make life significantly easier for Eja. If Kelsey wasn't there to pick up the slack, would Eja still be an MVP? That's debatable. It's worth noting that MVP stands for Most Valuable Player, not Best Player on a stacked team. Without Kelsey, Eja's numbers and impact would likely shrink, so when Eja claims she's the league's most valuable player, one has to wonder, valuable to who? The Aces could probably still dominate without her, but the same cannot be said for Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, while Eja thrives in a well-oiled machine. Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA as the savior of a struggling franchise. The Indiana Fever had been floundering for years. A team barely making headlines and far from playoff contention, then Caitlin arrived, and in just 8 months, she turned a forgettable team into a playoff contender. Remember when Becky Hammond was at the top, basking in championship glory? Those days seem far behind now. Hammond's caught in a struggle that's turning her championship ring into more of a burden than a triumph. You might think she can turn things around, but here's the twist. It's not just anger she's facing, it's disappointment. And in sports, that's harder to deal with than any loss, like hearing your mom say she expected more from you.
It is Caitlin Clark able to clear for Indiana.
Caitlin coming off that 20-point performance right here, handling the physicality. 2 for 1.
Clark, bounce pass, there's Boston. Bag Benley lays it in. 4th assist for Clark. Katie Lou Samuelson can't hit the long 2.
Just below us here in Kansas City, Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark, guard for the Indiana Fever. From Des Moines, been a Chiefs fan since she was a kid. The AP Female Athlete of the Year and the first overall pick in the WNBA Draft, Rookie of the Year. And the first rookie to make the first team.
As Bonner can't hit, Bag Benley the rebound. Here comes Clark, bouncing to Bag Benley, who lays it in.
Fans to be excited about not only tonight but this season. Watch this connection one more time.
6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep 3.
Oop, that is!
She missed her first 7 and knocks that one down, and it's a big one.
Once again. Can't get the three-point play. Wilson fighting for the rebound and gets it. And was trying to get some space, but now they're going to take a look as Howard was knocked to the floor.
I got to use the water. I got it.